On our previous episode of Onboard Lifestyle, Basic left La Cruz, I caught a fish, my mom cleaned and cooked it, we ate it, took a panga, the crew explored Jalapa, we ate a nice meal on the beach, the girls rode burros, and Sherpa guided us to the waterfall. We will pick up our story in Jalapa as we are leaving the falls.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know one single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting.
We were having a great time relaxing in the cool waters below the waterfall. With the burros racked up at the trailhead and the heat of the day climbing, we knew that our time here was short-lived. So, with just a quick drone flight to document this beautiful destination before we leave, and this perfect moment will be complete. Or so we thought. After just a few minutes into the flight, our trusty little drone had a mind of its own and went into full robot uprising mode. Unfortunately, its path to freedom was interrupted by a direct hit to my head. And plop, right into the water to shut down our rogue little electronic miscreant. So, that was our cue to pack it up and head back to our burros who had been waiting patiently for our return, with our new best friend, Sherpa, leading the way.
Over the past 3 hours, our trusty guide dog led the way. But on the way back, Sherpa took a different path.
Oh, Emma has to win.
Got a little giddy up in the steps though.
Meanwhile,
Yep, I don't have any giddy up left.
We weren't worried because we were still heading in the right direction, as Sherpa took the lead to guide the burros to a local watering hole. We were still about 30 minutes from the beach, and the timing could not be more perfect, so we stopped for a quick refresher. And I'm beginning to wonder if Sherpa is a lot smarter than we think.
Just tied up the horses to the hitching post. Gonna go up for a little snack.
okay, so we are trying to find out who owns Little Sherpa because apparently it's not the Jungle Garden, but he has been such a good guide. He is so well cared for.
Oasis in the middle of nowhere. What a fun little place.
You guys, if you were ever to stop in Jalapa, the Jungle Garden is midway between the beach and the waterfall.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
And they have a hostel here.
Oh, nice. Yeah. How fun. Very cool. What's your name?
Beatty.
Beatty? Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And you know what? We will tell people about your hostel here, and hopefully your business will grow.
Thank you.
It's a great bar that does just all beverages, smoothies,
And a couple of nice little treats. Look at you. You're a little pro now.
That's my kind of girl.
Okay, let's get going. We got a ways to go.
Just halfway.
Well, I guess you are.
Hey, cart horse. All right, Lolita, let's go.
Grab the little steering device thingy. Lolita.
She's my girl. Goodbye, goodbye.
Sherpa, you're going to stay here. Oh, I guess you're not. Lynn's showing her trick riding skills here. Or are you just getting sore? You can't reach?
I can't reach. And so it's like more work than to hold it up. Come
Hey,
on, baby. Let's go. She needs a snack.
Sherpa finally peeled off and went on his own way, which left us to fend for ourselves to find our way back to the beach. Our burros had had enough anyway and promptly escorted us back to the beachside stables. Woo! Our cruising friends pulled into Yelapa, so we decided to extend our stay one more day. That will give us a little beach time and an opportunity to explore a bit more the next morning before we leave. The next morning went by fast as the crew took a quick hike to the falls at the head of the town. Then over to the abandoned hotel that is on the east side of the bay. We could see it from our mooring and just had to explore it before we left.
So we are now about to pull anchor and head out of Yelapa. This has been a stop that Emma and I and Teal have really been looking forward to, and Yelapa definitely did not disappoint. I'm actually wishing we could stay a little bit longer, but it's time to head south. It's going to be a probably 18-hour passage from here to Chimela. We will do one overnight passage and hit it hard, maybe spend a day, I don't know, there before we head down to Tenacatita and Barra.
Yep, and then just keep
and
pushing
keep
south.
Pushing. But yeah, it's kind of bittersweet because
This has been a fun stop.
it's been a really fun stop. We got to ride burros and go and check out an abandoned, I don't know if it's a house or if it's a resort, but
Yeah,
it was pretty
neat.
cool. And this little town is adorable.
And it's not just this town, it's all of Banderas Bay. What a sailing community.
Yeah.
It's been a good time. We've been here, 3 weeks now? It's time
Not
to...
here.
Not here. In Banderas Bay itself.
Yeah.
About 3 weeks.
2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's time to start moseying south.
And it's hot already.
It
mean,
is.
it's going to get hotter and hotter as we get further south, but definitely worth it.
So from here, it's about 3 hours to Cabo Corrientes, which is notorious for foul weather and big currents and strong winds and big seas, but I think we've picked a window that's going to be pretty passive for us. We'll have the current in our face, we'll have the wind on our back, 15 to 20s all night long. Sea state's pretty calm, so I'm excited for this one.
Always. It's nice to have a nice passage. The only thing that we probably have to be thinking about is obviously the long lines and any fishing pots or whatever that they have, because they're just not really well marked. But hopefully we'll just sail on past and no problems.
Our timing was perfect as we had an uneventful rounding of Cabo Corrientes. On our last passage around the Cape, we had a bit more wind. The crew settled into our night shift routine, and with lighter winds than forecast, the sea state remained very comfortable as we drifted into Bahia Chimela late the next morning.
Well, the good news is we got dinner. The bad news is
It looks like a murder massacre. Ugh.
So we popped into Bahia Chamela yesterday and just had just a quick stop here. We're leaving bright and early this morning, heading to Tenacatita. You know, Bahia Chamela's got a nice anchorages all through here, but we anchored right off of Parula. Cute little town here, kind of a tourist town. They shuttle tourists out to the islands from here. You see a lot of Ponga traffic, but boy, it's a nice quiet night at anchor here. Spent it with 13 other boats. But it's time to keep pushing. Today is a easy day. It's about 31, 32 nautical miles to Bahia Tenacatita, and we'll spend one, maybe 2 nights there, and then push on to Barra Navidad. Hopefully there'll be some wind. You know, like clockwork here. It's calm overnight. Wind picks up in the afternoon, but we got to get going. So we'll probably end up kicking on one engine in the morning here before the winds will pick up to start sailing. Looks like maybe the last 2/3 of today we'll be able to sail the rest of the way. That's the plan at least. So this morning we'll justify running one engine by fishing. Keep that speed up. Bonito has been running hard through here, but we're on the hunt for something bigger. Maybe a wahoo or a dorado, something. Bonito's excellent, but I'd like to change up the diet a little. Okay. Bahia Chamela. Maybe the last time we see you in a while. It was a good stop.
Tenacatita is one of my favorite stops on this stretch of coast. And I'm not alone. It's always a popular cruiser hangout that you'll see 20 to 50 boats at anchor during the winter months. I can already see a handful of my friends here, so this is going to be fun.
Okay, here we are, Tenacatita. We're in the dinghy.
And the things that we do for the love of children. So
That's right.
It's been a long time for Emma to be able to be around cruising teenagers, which is a rarity around here. There's a lot of kids, but they're usually preteens. So we're here, and there happens to be a handful of teenagers, and so we decided to accommodate them and give them a movie night. And so we are officially kicked off the boat.
And I keep panning down to your charcuterie board here.
It's just a quickie thing.
So where are we heading?
We're heading over to one of the boats with the teen kids, and we're gonna play some games or whatever, but just give them a little privacy.
Yep, we've got the projector all set up. They've got a movie picked out. Hey, Emma.
Yeah.
Everybody poke their head out real quick. Okay, have fun. We're out of here.
So, while the adults hung out on another boat, getting a break from us, we took over Basic and had a blast playing games and watching movies.
Give me that thing off the crane!
I can't wait to hang out with my friends again tomorrow. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. Yulapa was an amazing stop, but it feels good to be pushing south towards new and exciting destinations. A huge thanks goes out to our wonderful patrons, whose support makes these videos possible. Join our crew if you can. Come back next week as we leave Tenacatita and sail to Barra de Navidad. See you then!